willkommen zurück zu Honkai Star Rail. Wir gehen wieder zurück zu Bronya.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. I couldn't have...
That's what friends are for, Bronya. You don't...
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while.
Du konntest das alles nicht vorhersagen.
Perhaps, but the IPC won't wait for me to catch. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued still. That hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again?
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
Oh nein.
It's...
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please take a look at the contents, and then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Bronya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industry. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I am writing to you, Miss Bronya. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, how many generations of Belobogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts, I can understand that for you, this is an extremely but because of this, I believe that you will.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
Ich bin derselben Meinung.
I'm inclined to agree. It's hard to imagine she wrote that letter just in any case. She wasn't wrong when she said this would be this planet's fate. The civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands. This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
Vielleicht solltest du dir erst einmal einen Einblick mit anderen verschaffen.
That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone.
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the... I'll convene the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
Es ist Zeit für einen Wettlauf gegen die Uhr.
Yes, we need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from...
Okay, wir sollen hier Meinung der Bewohner zu Topaz Vorschlag. Oh, ich ahne was ganz Böses. Oh mein Gott.
Careful now. Don't get too close.
We meet again. Uh-oh. That look on your... sounds serious. Really? You better not... I wish it were made up. We don't have much time, Pela. Wait, you're telling... Okay, I think I've got it. If it were up to me... Huh. Okay. I've looked at some of the climate reports. And that's assuming no other disaster. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But... I see. So, compared to a... Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of...
Okay. Wir sollen hier... Ah, Serval ist draußen.
Well, look who we have here. You... Uh-oh, sounds like something serious is happening.
Okay.
What? How is that possible?
Serval, we're racing against the clock.
It's okay. I've thought it through.
What? Hold on, are you...
Surprised? My reasons are signing this contract would mean we no longer have... As for working for the company... People need to work no matter where they are. You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child. Which is why I devoted...
I see. I suppose... Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Okay, wer soll noch gesprochen werden? Ach, ich weiß noch. Es ist wahrscheinlich Gebhardt. Es ist wahrscheinlich Gebhardt. Oder dieser Großer. Nee, das ist der Dune.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. You need my opinion? I'm happy to... So that's who they are. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure.
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter.
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around, faced with this sort of coercion. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow...
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dunn. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Uh-oh.
Did we miss anyone in the overworld? From what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the We'd better hurry to the end.
Okay. In die Unterwelt müssen wir gehen. Auf zum Felsenstadt.
Where there are people, there is noise.
What brings you two to the underworld? Seems a little out of the blue, but...
No stress, Nat.
I've thought about it, and I won't deny the offer on the table. Even so, a quote living in the underworld has taught me that...
Wow. That's another vote for the against pile.
Okay. So, wer ist wahrscheinlich der... Oh! Oleg!
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? But I can tell by the look on your faces you're... Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly... Well, ask away. It just... I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog...
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and loft... If this IPC does indeed possess them, have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction. What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years?
Bronya ist die letzte oberste Wächterin.
I guess I never looked at it from that angle. I wouldn't wish that title on anyone. Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
Okay, und wer... Oh, das ist wahrscheinlich Clara, also die beim Roboter-Siedlung. Oh nein, bei Clara, weil Svarog wurde dann plötzlich weg. Oh nein, oh nein. Oh nein, jetzt steht Clara ganz alleine. Das ist nicht gut.
Miss March, big sister.
Hey there, Clara.
Mr. Svarog went out for a...
What?
I'm not sure.
What now? Sparrow...
Claras Meinung ist genauso wichtig.
True. Don Hung's always saying...
Huh? Miss March? That's complicated.
It's all right, Clara. No pressure.
I think if we have because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kid, everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true? Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels...
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is... just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me... Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us.
Ooh.
All that running around is... So, the final... The votes are completely even. I don't know what to...
Es gibt noch eine Person, die wir fragen sollen.
Oh, right! We haven't asked Zila. She's probably still in the Great Mine.
Ich sage schon, dass Seele hier vermeidet. Wegen für den Topaz.
Back so soon? Are you feeling all right? Important matter. I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna... I think I get it.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time.
As it stands, the votes are even. You're...
In that case, I abstain.
What?
Deine Stimme ist äußerst wichtig.
I've thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but... it's...
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning.
Well, it's all in Bronya's hands now.
Sie erfüllt eine wichtige Rolle in dieser Welt.
Right? I'm glad Belobog has someone like... the time has come. Let's go fill her in.
Oh oh, oh oh, ich ahne was. Ich ahne was. Oh oh.
people.
Oh. Das wird nichts Gutes heißen. Das wird nichts Gutes heißen. Wir müssen schleunigst zum Festung gehen.
Whoa, the fort's packed. I've never seen this many people.
How could you possibly consider this course of action?
Down, will you?
How could you possibly consider this course of action?
Down, will you?
Was guckst du da? Ach so. Was hab ich denn jetzt gemacht? Ach so.
March, you're back. So, what's the...
We talked to people in both the overworld and the...
What was Zila's perspective?
Sie steht hinter dir, egal wie du dich entscheidest.
I should have known.
Did you come to a conclusion?
It's pretty much the same situation. Time has come to make a decision.
Enough! All of you! I know what to do. Wait!
Himiko!
To say to the Supreme Guardian.
Oh.
But...
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
Genau rechtzeitig.
It's the real me, March.
Miss Himiko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our... If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given...
I understand, Miss Branya. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant...
Hast du eine Lösung für alles, Himiko?
I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise...
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himiko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's... But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable... According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds...
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is... I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himiko. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a...
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think...
Astral friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city. And then, I'll meet with Topaz. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find it. It won't be easy to...
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Shepard should be waiting. Here we go again. Back to...
Okay, wahrscheinlich geht es jetzt zum Need-Stadt. Wieder zurück. Ah ne, Felsenstadt.
Where there are people, there is noise.
Hallo, Gepard.
The Supreme Guardian has briefed me on the situation. Ready to enter Rivet Town?
Natürlich.
Keep your guards up. We might...
Auf jeden Fall. Feuer und Eis. Auf jeden Fall. Dann, los geht's.
Destination reached.
Wow, would you look at that? Huh. But I don't see any mech or weapons.
Affirmative. The weapons are concealed within the towering rock formation.
No wonder we couldn't find the automaton factory. Wait a minute. You said these weapons have been hidden here from the very beginning?
Correct. After the IPC departed from this world more than 700 years ago, no one has possessed them. The architects used the IPC blueprints to construct replica automatons. However, the overwhelming majority of the combatants, commanded by Elisa Rand.
I see. The stories about this world are true.
I would like to ask you a question, Topaz.
You're awful polite.
If the IPC does not intervene, this world is doomed. Are you convinced?
Yes. I've gone through countless case studies, and they all point to the same conclusion. On the surface, things may appear to be getting better since the Astral Express lent a helping hand. A looming crisis can often lie hidden beneath...
Understood.
Understood. That's it? You don't have any thoughts?
Emotional readings indicate that your response is sincere and accurate. That is all I wish to... While my opinion on the future of this planet may differ from yours, it ultimately holds no...
If only my colleagues had the same... Come on, Numby. We've got some assessing to do.
Topaz disappeared after leaving Rivet Town. In her absence, her subordinates flooded...
The IPC soldiers are well equipped.
You're right, Miss Himiko. We'll be using the automaton stealth bomb to cover our...
Automaton stealth bomb?
I'll explain later.